Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. It's Mixon on the counter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Going right back to Ferguson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
To throw is Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Josh Downs from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, You'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Connor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Raheem Mostert, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jake Ferguson.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
19 target, drop 60, drop 60.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson and the offense heading back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Jackson. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now it's Jackson. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Jackson to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again is Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Pushing his way through.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts set to take over here offensively.
And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on, and how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you got the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better hold that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, good move. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Jackson now.
And this taken in by Downs.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
But first,
Coach,
let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one. as it'll be the Tennessee Titans matching up against the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime. There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
He's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 27. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now back to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is... So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
This goes out wide for Mixon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that.
And down to the 7-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here's Mostert.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Raheem Mostert.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here, the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw again is Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The slot man in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes, Brad, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Jackson now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first out as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Jackson. Going right back to Ferguson.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Now Jackson. This taken in by Downs.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
He's got Smith here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now it's the Colts' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little under 40 seconds to go. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
They'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's across for a touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last shot for Jackson. This for all the marbles. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.